the philosopher who changed the world. When we think of great philosophers, many asked questions about truth, justice, and the meaning of life. But one man wanted more than answers. He wanted change. His name was Karl Marx, and his ideas shook the world. Karl Marx was born in 1818 in Trier, Germany. From a young age, he loved books, ideas, and debates. He studied philosophy, history, and law. Inspired by Hegel, Marx believed ideas were important, but unlike Hegel, he wanted philosophy to focus on the real struggles of everyday people. Looking at society, Marx saw a deep divide. On one side were the bourgeoisie, the rich owners of land, factories, and businesses. On the other side were the proletariat, the working class, people who labored long hours yet lived in poverty. Marx believed this struggle between classes was the driving force of history. He called this idea historical materialism, the belief that societies change not just because of ideas, but because of economic struggles and power between classes. In 1848, Marx and his friend Friedrich Engels published the Communist Manifesto. In it, they wrote the famous words, "Workers of the world, unite, you have nothing to lose but your chains." Marx also developed the idea of alienation. He said that under capitalism, workers became disconnected from the things they produced, from their creativity, and even from each other. Imagine working day and night, creating goods you can never afford. This, Marx argued, robbed people of their humanity. Marx believed that capitalism, built on exploitation, would eventually collapse. He predicted it would be replaced by socialism, where workers had more control, and finally by communism, a classless society with equality for all. His most famous work, Das Kapital, published in 1867, analyzed how capitalism works and why it keeps the poor oppressed while enriching the few. But Karl Marx's own life was far from easy. He spent much of it in poverty, moving from country to country, often depending on his friend Engels for support. He wrote in libraries, worked tirelessly, and died in 1883 with little recognition. Only a small group attended his funeral, yet his impact would be enormous. After his death, Marx's ideas spread across the world. His writings inspired revolutions in Russia, China, Cuba, and many other countries. Entire political systems were built on his theories. His thoughts influenced sociology, politics, and economics, giving people new ways to understand power, inequality, and justice. Even today, debates about poverty, capitalism, and social justice often return to Marx. Some see him as a champion of the poor. Others criticize the ways his ideas were misused by oppressive regimes. But no one can deny that Karl Marx remains one of the most influential philosophers in history. As he once wrote, "The philosophers have only interpreted the world in various ways. The point, however, is to change it." Beloved, please subscribe.